Hey guys,
Hey guys.
it's been a while to see you again.
Yo.
So what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
야, 근데 우리 왜 여기 있는 거야?
Hello guys.
Hello, guys.
I'm Juan from WANT2 TV. So welcome to.
I'm Jam.
Shut the fuck up. So welcome to our brand new episode. This is very different from our previous videos. So today we're gonna have very special guest who used to work for private educational institution called 학원 in that district, which is very prestigious for schools. So everyone, please welcome Bright Chan. It's a narrow spot here. Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, WANT2 TV viewers, I'm Bright Choi, today's guest, and I want to say hi.
So very welcome and thank you for being here with us. So
You're welcome.
The reason why I invited you.
Second point.
So the reason why I invite you here is because you have been in the
United States.
So that's why we have you as our guest in order to make use of you. So because
Thank you.
because we are gonna be talking about studying abroad. So we're gonna put your state experience out and make use of that to make some money.
Money.
좀 여기 웃기는 부분이잖아. 좀 내가 형을 이용해 쳐먹는다고. 안 웃겨? 이게 안 웃겨?
Okay.
좀 웃자.
I'm gonna smile then.
Fake smile.
Fake smile. 이거 잘 편집.
Yeah.
Fake smile. So anyway, you have been in the States for a year and a half, and I have been in the States for a year as well. So we're gonna have some talk about what it's like living in the States. So you guys ready?
Yeah, ready?
So let's start.
So, could you please introduce yourself briefly?
Do you want to go first?
Go first, man.
Okay. As I said before, hello, WANT2 TV viewers. I'm Bright Choi. That is my English name, and my Korean name is Choi Kyung-hoon. So either one is okay for me. Listen. Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty simple, man.
I think you guys speak English very well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is I'm studying English, but it's very hard for me. So there is one thing I was wondering. You guys lived only about a year, and you
1.5 years.
in United States. How did you get to speak English very well during the short period? And as long as I stay abroad, could I get fluent English skills like you guys?
Honestly, I think I improved my English in Korea, even though I have been in the States for a year. Because if you have chances to go study abroad for a while, if that term is not more than 3 or 4 years, they mostly end up checking and correcting your English a little bit. So if you go study abroad for a year or a little bit more, and if you expect to perfect your English skill, that's maybe too high expectation, I think. But I'm not saying there is no pros to study abroad, because you will definitely know the way how they speak.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think that's the most important learning in terms of speaking English. So because if you back to Korea, after you back to Korea, and if you study a little bit more, you will reach your English goal way easier than who has no experiences, for sure. Yeah.
So pretty same for me because I think if you ask me in that way, I mean only living abroad or studying abroad makes you a perfect English speaker, then I might say no. Because it is, how can I say, it is up to your level right now. So if your level right now is pretty enough to understand every stuff or every materials and conversation in reality in the United States, then it's gonna be no problem to get it over. And you can get really enough skills in English speaking. But if you are a beginner level, in that level, then it's gonna be a little hard because I think as much as you know in Korea, I guess, and you can hear and you can learn. So I think it's a little hard to say, okay, just go to America, then you can be the perfect speaker. It's not the case, I think.
That will
And
never happen.
Yeah, so I think preparing in Korea
Yeah.
or any other country anyway. So if you want to go to another country which uses another language which is not your mother tongue,
Yeah.
then you need to be aware of that fact a little bit before you go.
Yeah.
So I think my answer is probably
No,
no.
very good lesson here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very interesting to me. You said just going abroad can improve English skills, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then do you have any know-how to improve English skills?
So for my case, how I become a bit fluent in speaking English
It
is,
was really bad at it before.
yeah, even if I don't think
I
I'm good at
promise.
English.
I Just kidding. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Sorry.
In my time, please shut the fuck up,
Okay.
please. Also,
Let's start.
I try to let myself expose English on a daily basis. For example, I read CNN every single day, even if
CNN?
there were more things that I don't understand than I understand. And I try to find YouTube videos which are fit to my interests. So naturally, I found myself to speak the way they speak, and I can at least deliver what I want to say in English right now. So point is, subscribe to us.
Okay,
That
it's
was
gonna be
good.
know-how.
Yeah, it's gonna be know-how.
Yeah. Know-how of learning English. I think we have to be aware of this fact when it comes to English. You know, there is two types of English. I
Yeah.
think the first one is practical English versus academic English.
Yeah.
But I think most of the Koreans are learning English more than 10 years here in Korea under the Korean official educational system. But
Yeah.
we cannot expect someone to speak English really fluently in
Yeah.
front of foreigners because we are likely to focus on academic thing.
Yeah.
But we need to be aware of the fact that what we are gonna face in the future is gonna be so practical.
Yeah.
So just make a simple sentence which is very casual. For example, it's cool. I'm hungry. Where can I buy this? Or where can I get there? I mean, how can I get there? So those expressions are much more used than really academic thing.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't use those really academic
Yeah,
words.
trying to be perfect.
Yes.
It's not a good way to speak it out.
Yeah.
And then also there is many websites which is very useful. For example, Urban Dictionary.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna
yeah.
take a note.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so useful.
Yeah.
So there is a website which is Urban Dictionary, and then if you cannot understand the English slangs, then you can Google there, and then you can find the meaning, and you can learn expressions. from
many
there.
Fuck. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many meanings that are out there as well. So if you have any troubles, then please contact me.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Just
contact you.
Okay. Because I think American people are using a lot of just sexual kind of expressions as a really
Send us
casual.
us. Send us us. Yeah. Send us us.
Okay.
Not us.
Yeah. Send us me.
So I think it's gonna be the no. I think so.
Urban Dictionary, right? Yeah, it's really useful information for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now let's change the topic, which is like living in United States. There are many things we have to do to live in United States. For example, we have to get a house, cell phone, and sometimes we need to take a language course. So I think it may cost a lot. I've got a little bit of serious question, but I have to know. Is that, are you rich? I mean, only the rich can live in United States like you guys.
Like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you think you're rich?
No.
I don't think
No.
so.
No?
Yeah. My answer to the question, am I rich? Is hell no.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Actually, I was begging money on the streets in campus, and I brought a bunch of soju to America, and
Really?
yeah, I tricked Americans by saying that the soju is the most expensive whiskey in Korea, so I sold
true.
it her, and I tricked Americans by earning some money to pay my tuitions. Yeah, it's all joking actually. I got scars from my original university, so they paid our tuitions, dormitory fees, and luckily cafeteria fees were all included in dormitory fees. So I literally attended the university for free. So for those who are planning to study abroad for free without money, study hard or make you look pretty much homeless to earn some money on the streets.
Okay, so living abroad, yeah, it's gonna be cost a lot.
Yeah.
But how can I say? But I don't think I'm rich.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have met so rich friends there as well.
Yeah.
But I think it's kind of relative, 50-50.
Yeah.
Some people are really rich and others are pretty just normal.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, if I decide to go America or go to a foreign country, then it's gonna be ready for the money. Yeah, but in case of me, I worked as a teacher before I went to abroad. I went abroad, so I collect some money, and but
Then
again,
you are rich.
no. But at the end, I got some help from my parents.
Yeah.
Because I was begging.
So anyway, we are not rich at all.
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
for sure.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Next question is, what I was really wondering, how were your friends in there? Actually, we only can see them through a media like TV, internet, or YouTubers, movies. People in there seem active and outgoing. So, are they open-minded so that you could make friends easily there? Yep.
What do you think about that?
Well, well, sometimes it's gonna be stereotype of American
Yeah.
people. Yeah, it's same. For example, how's Korean friends? Yeah, it's really hard. For example, some foreign friends, who I ever met, sometimes say Korean people are so shy and Korean people are not that confident and then they are timid. But yeah, sometimes it is correct, but sometimes it is not correct.
Yeah,
So same thing in America.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I met a really gorgeous person. I mean, I met a really nice friends there, and so it was kind of lucky. So my roommates and housemates and my classmates were very awesome. But sometimes I met really bad people. Sometimes, you know. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think it depends on how can I say, the place to place and city to city.
Yeah, city to
And-
city.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
But
Yeah.
I think they are more likely to be open-minded than
Yeah, that is for
Koreans.
sure. It's kind of a tendency.
Yeah, because, for example, like saying hello between each other they have never met before is totally okay and very natural thing.
It's gonna be strange in Korea.
Yeah, but yeah, think about in Korea if you walk on the street and say hello to random guy.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
Are you a stranger?
that would be regarded as weird and
Yeah.
even offensive, right? So, it's up to you, I think. Yeah, how much you open to them, they will be open to you. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then I think maybe you might get to have good and bad experience. Could you tell me the most terrible experience in there?
Terrible
Yeah.
experiences.
For bad,
Yeah.
you have.
For my case, I think loneliness was the most terrible, most difficult thing I have to get through. Because even if I got surrounded by many friends, I sometimes felt loneliness. But I think that's the thing all of foreigners have to get over. Because if you are afraid of their feelings and try to avoid foreign friends, you will never assimilate into the country. So find some friends, find friends who you can share your feelings or hobbies with. For my case, I love playing soccer,
Yeah.
so I went to the playground with the ball and I found some friends to play soccer together. And we became best friends, and I can consider my feelings and difficulties in regards to living in another country. And sometimes they gave me a constructive advice to figure out my problems. So maybe, yeah, that's why I overcame the loneliness. Yeah. So how about you? How was your?
Actually, I had a pretty hard time in finding a house to live there. Cause
You didn't live in a dormitory?
Yeah, because I was kind of not accepted, you know,
Ah.
because at the time
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
because
sure.
there were a massive influx of international students at the time, and the local newspaper was covering it. Those issues at the time, so I was not accepted from the school dormitory, and then I was how can I say, in need of looking for a house to live there, but it was really hard to find at first, and so it was kind of really hard time, and then I was wandering from place to place every day. But I got some help from school manager for 1 month, so I stayed at the school manager's house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I really feeling thankful about that experience, and then it was at the time. It was a little terrible at the time, so I just, how can I say, I was talking to myself at the time that should I go back to Korea again? But finally, I met really gorgeous roommates and housemates, and then, yeah, they were really perfect, and you guys were perfect. And then I found a really perfect house as well. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the picture here, okay? So, yeah, it was really nice, and it was really perfect. Yeah, so... Yeah, suddenly I feel like it's not a hard time then. Yeah,
Was
yeah.
your roommate she or he?
There were a couple,
Oh.
and the guy who was sharing
The
the
guy.
room, then he
Yeah,
was
I'm
a
not.
guy.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Yeah.
Oh, I'm a guy.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Okay, maybe if I were you, I wouldn't stand in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the other way, tell me just one of the happiest moments you experienced.
Yeah, it's also hard to answer. Yeah.
Happiest moment.
The
Happiest
happiest moment. Yeah, I think for me, the day when I demonstrated taekwondo performance in front of about 2,000 audiences was the happiest moment out of when I was living there. Actually, I went to America last August, and for some reasons, I wanted to promote Korean things to other countries' people, like patriotism. So as soon as I got there, I joined in KSAC, which is Korean organization advertising Korean cultures. So out of many events, Korean Festival was the biggest event, and I was in charge of taekwondo director. So I dealt with many things like gathering members, teaching them taekwondo, and preparing music and so on. It was so difficult because I'm not a professional, and the members are not a professional, but we didn't want to make our performance look shitty. Yeah, so we did put a lot of efforts on practice, and we fixed each other.
Yeah.
So it's like
To
a
the
group,
better performance.
yeah, group work. So anyway, on that day we did our best on the stage, and about 2,000 audiences gave us a lot of claps and cheers. It was so memorable, and I can't forget the moment forever. Oh, I got goosebumps. It's really reminding me. Yeah, 진짜. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, it's really hard to say something was really perfect and was really happiest, because every single day is the happiest moment.
Wow.
If you
Wow.
came back to Korea, you know.
Yeah.
So I miss those days, and yeah, I went to several places such as tourist attractions, but actually it was almost gone. Actually, yeah. I just saw a really beautiful building, but that was not the thing that I was really happy with, but rather a cup of beer with my friends,
Yeah.
and a lot of just a small talk with many friends. That was I think the most happiest
Just
thing.
even walking on the streets is,
Yes.
yeah.
It was really, everything is perfect actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why you should go.
You should
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I totally agree. To be happy, we usually wish to have big ones, but we don't know that tiny things make us happy as well.
Because we think it's petty, it's
Yeah.
really small thing.
Pity.
Yes. Anyway, we have to wrap it up because you guys have next schedules, right? Right?
Do you have next schedule?
No.
Maybe I think it's time for dinner. Yeah, we actually met in the lunchtime and then it's almost dinner time, so I think we are gonna have dinner, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe. It's our next schedule, guys.
Okay,
yeah.
yes. So
I'm pretty available always. So if you
You're
guys,
hungry, okay.
yeah. Anyway, thank you both so much for making time for us here.
my goodness.
Except for you.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, so
double
anything
T,
you want-
double TF, double
Except
TF,
for
World
you.
Taekwondo Festival. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Double TF, World Taekwondo Festival. Yeah.
So anything you want to say to YouTube viewers? Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Yeah. What
Me?
you say?
To my viewers.
Okay, actually, WANT2 TV viewers, I had a really great time with you guys, and thank you so much for inviting me to this interview and this kind of talk show together.
Thank you.
And it was really pleasure for me to share my ideas and experiences together. I think if you have opportunity to go abroad, or working, studying, or traveling, whatever, it's gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be so fine and fucking really good experience in the future. I promise. So, just to try it out. And because once you came back from those experiences, everything is gonna be memory, and everything was gonna be really, how can I say? You are gonna miss a lot. So it's a little shame for me that after I came back to Korea, I miss really so many friends out there. If you guys are looking at this video, then I want to say I miss you guys a lot. Anyway, thank you so much for having me again.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this is my last sentence, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
So how about ending up with our trademark?
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Think
Outside of the box.
No.
No? What is that?
So
Thinking outside of the box?
no, think outside the box.
Okay, think
Three,
outside.
2, 1. Yeah, let's do it together.
Yeah.
Right? 3, 2, 1. Think outside the box.
Bye bye.